All right, in this video, I'm going to show you a couple things. Number one is how to get the Skill Creator app, because if you don't have it, definitely should. It's an official Anthropic skill. So you're going to want to get the Skill Creator first. Then I'll show you how to utilize that Skill Creator to make your own skill, which is the handoff. And that's just going to make things easier for you to start new sessions, get rid of context rot, so that you can be as efficient as possible and really just blow through projects. So currently you're on this page right here. This is kind of where I started with things. I'm going to get right to the Skill Creator here, but you can read, this is kind of what you can do manually, how it works. Information on the skill rot, where I got my information from, why around 40% full, I start to see degradation, and why I move on there. So yeah, when to reach for this, answers start slipping, quality of work starts degrading. And usually I realize that, around starting at about 30%, getting up to 40%. So this is how you put it on autopilot so that you can just do a quick handoff, copy and paste. Really, actually, you're doing a handoff, then you copy it, you clear, and then you start again. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So first things first is the Skill Creator, which if you don't have that, you just do plugins. And then mine's already installed. You would search for it here. Just start typing in Skill Creator. You're going to see that mine is already in here. So it's enabled, it's ready to go. Then you would install that, then run Skill Creator, and then you would just copy this. I've got it all nice and pretty for you right there. Paste that in, it's going to create that skill. And then I've named mine Handoff. You can name yours whatever you would like. So I'll show you how it works really quick because mine's already in there. So yeah, you can see down here, actually, I'm already at 49%. So that's way above where I normally would go, but I wanted to do this just to show you guys. So I'm just going to do handoff, and it's going to work through it real quick. And while it's working through this, I'll just explain, how I started figuring out, it's really weird how Claude Code started originally doing this. What I started noticing is it was pushing back like, hey, you've done a lot today. You should wrap up. Do you want to end? And it's like, it had only been 30 minutes, only part way through my morning. Like I had just done like my morning brief and lined up my day and it's already saying, hey, we should wrap up. So that's a way that Claude kind of does it without straight telling you, hey, I have context rot. I'm starting to degrade. You need to start fresh in a new session. I wish they would just say that because that's taken me a lot longer to learn. And now I'm a lot more efficient and have been able to get a lot better quality out of Claude Code by doing this. So yeah, this is, again, probably part of my series of things I wish somebody would have told me before. So here it goes. It's writing the handoff. So it saved it to my vault. I also use Obsidian. I highly encourage you to use Obsidian. I know there's quite a few others out there. Go for it, whichever one, but you have to give Claude Code a brain, a memory. So while that runs, let's see if there's anything else I could show you here. Yeah, really, I was gonna pull this up, but yeah, you could just see at 20% context usage. And so this was back with Opus 4.6, but it starts losing track of earlier decisions, forgetting details from earlier. At 40% context usage, it starts automatically summarizing things. It starts removing the scroll back history. It just starts losing its mind, basically. Even though you have Obsidian, you have vaults and everything, you know, those markdown files that it creates after you save it to the vault. You know, I do regular saves as well. And this handoff is doing that too. It's writing a markdown file and putting it in my vault. Those markdown files get degraded. So you're really losing context through your whole thing. Great. So here it is. Now I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to run a clear. There it is, all clear. No context used. Paste it in, and here we go. Now I've got a fresh session. You know, I use this project to handle kind of my whole day. I'll work in a couple other sessions, like per project, depending on what I'm actually building or working on. But usually I have one session open throughout the day where I'm just going through and really having it kind of orchestrate my day. And then I'll come back and update it or tell it, hey, just go look at the markdown files, check the summary. It's been updated, you know, our daily summary. And that's how this works. So hopefully that's useful to you. You know, follow for me for more. AutoJate is my company name. Going to be doing a lot of massive value content. So follow along. Hopefully this helps you. It's certainly helped me, and have a good day.